You're listening to Vocal for Local, brought to you by the Fort St. John Co-op.
Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Vocal for Local. Today, we're joined by Chris from the Red Barn Cafe and Catering.
Good morning, sir.
On 100th. How you doing today?
Real good, yeah. Can't complain, thanks.
Hey, thank you so much for coming in to talk to us. I know I've interviewed you a couple times.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been here, but nice to always come back.
Yeah, and I mean, since then, you made quite a big move to downtown from where you were previously.
Yeah.
We'll get to that journey, part of the journey anyway,
Sure.
in just a minute. But for people who are hearing the name Red Barn Cafe and Catering for the first time, tell us a bit about what you do over at your business and you know, what you're all about.
Yeah, man, we do all sorts of things. So we're open from 8 to 4, Monday to Friday, 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer quick and easy breakfast solutions. We've got great lunch program, sandwiches, soups. We do 3 different sandwiches every single day, so you're not getting the same thing typically when you're going to come in the next day if you are going to go 2 in a row. Everything's fresh, house made as much as we can. We do every single day. We're doing like today we've got fresh pretzels on the program. We do fresh croissants twice a day. We've got donut Mondays. Wednesday is cinnamon roll day.
Yeah.
Julie started banging out eclairs that were a big hit a while back, and we rebirthed them, so to speak, and they're a big hit, so we enjoy those. So we're trying to provide something different every single day, so you can pop in a couple times a week and enjoy a different experience. So
yeah.
And
I should say, I mean, I've been to Red Barn lots, actually, kind of all
You
the
have,
iterations of your business. But you kind of try and make something, as you say, different every day, but just different in general. Your sandwiches, maybe experimental's too far, but you do try to introduce new flavors and new things.
Absolutely.
For people who are looking for something delicious for lunch, eh?
Yeah, we try to have a lot of fun with it, right? You can go to, all the other competitors out there, the Subways, and get a good sandwich, but we like to, house make brisket and smoke turkey and just get some good quality items that, you go to these big cities and you go to these great places and, I was in Calgary last week and had an awesome sandwich. That's what we want to try to provide here in Fort St. John.
Yeah.
So, just something a little different.
I do want to say, if you're watching the video online, I'm going to hold up. Chris brought some goodies for, he said for me, but I will share.
I mean, if you don't share, that's fine. It's just you and I in the room, so give her.
Yeah. And I mean, this is just like you said, I mean, you can get sandwiches, soup, you get these lovely baked treats. Do you still do bread as well?
Absolutely. Thanks for reminding me. Yes. So 4 days a week, we've got fresh bread. We've got buns, 2 different flavors. We've got fresh loaves. Occasionally we'll do baguettes on the weekends, but we have a fresh bread program, which is great. We do hoagie buns for our sandwiches. You can also purchase those to take home and make your own sandwiches or do whatever you want with them for sure.
So basically everything, the bread, all that kind of stuff,
exactly.
all done in house is maybe not growing the tomatoes out back right now.
No, those are hard. Yeah.
Tell me a bit about your journey to owning this business. I mean, like I said, you used to own it out in Charlie Lake. You kind of moved it downtown. You're I assume a trained chef, if I remember from kind of previous conversations we've had. What inspired you to say, I want to own a business and be kind of the master of my own domain rather than cooking and working for somebody else?
Absolutely. Yeah, like you said, I've been in this business a long time, 20, 25 plus years, in and out of different operations, learned a lot, and eventually I wanted to get to do my own thing. I have great opportunities to do different businesses down in Penticton, and then when I came to Fort St. John, I dabbled in a couple different businesses here in town, and then stumbled upon the Red Barn. It was super random how we are in our cafe now. We were out in Charlie Lake, as some of you guys know. But I kept driving down 100th Avenue and driving by the old building that we're in now, and nobody was doing anything with it. So eventually I called the number on the door, and it made sense, right? It looked like a big old barn. And for the little concept that we had in mind, it really made sense. And it just kind of, like, you drive around this town all the time and you see all these buildings, but nothing really ever pops in your mind. But all of a sudden this did. And as soon as I walked in the building, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be great. So we just started making the plan, and it seemed to work out, and the timing was all really good. So it was a lot of fun just putting it all together, and it seems to be working out. So yeah.
When did the dream start for you on this? Was this like you were a kid thinking, I'd love to cook for people, or was that kind of
no, man? I originally wanted to be a high school counselor, if you can imagine that. I still would. I think I could help a lot of those kids out there. But no, I was probably in my mid-20s. I fell into the restaurant business, fell in love with it. And unfortunately, like a lot of us do in the restaurant business, we just fall in love with it and becomes a passion, which I love. Went to culinary school in my mid to late 20s. And the rest was, history from there. Yeah, worked in a bunch of different places, started learning and traveling a little bit and learning as well. And eventually bit the bullet and opened my own shop. So
were you already into cooking by the time you decided to go to culinary school? Like, were you making stuff for your family, your friends?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it was always a passion from, being a kid, and my parents were always getting us in the kitchen and cooking, so to speak, and having fun with it. So yeah, it was always important in my life for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, Red Barn Cafe and Catering, 10419 100th Ave. I know you said kind of your business hours and whatnot, but just remind us again, if we're thinking about lunch, breakfast, weekend hours you've got, which I just learned about today.
10 to 2 on Saturdays. We're closed on Sundays and typically every, holiday Mondays, those ones. 8 to 4, Monday to Friday. We do all sorts of catering as well. So if you're doing big office lunches, weddings, we booked a really exciting party this June. We won't talk about it, but it's for 500 plus people. We're really excited to get into that. Yeah, so we do all kinds of events as well. So don't be shy to give us a call. Yeah,
and I know last year you were, I think, on the festival circuit a bit too, because I saw you in Hudson's Hope and whatnot. So.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun there. It was a good time. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, again, Red Barn Cafe and Catering, 10419 100th Ave. It's the Red Barn. You can't really miss it.
Exactly.
Chris, thanks so much for coming by.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, enjoy your treats. Hopefully, eat them all. Yeah.
Thanks so much, man.
Thanks, sir.
Join us next Thursday for the next edition of Vocal for Local, brought to you by the Fort St. John Co-op. If you have a small business and would like to be featured for free, call us at 787-7100 or email reception@moosefm.ca. Let's take a moment to warm you up. So much better. 100.1 Moose FM.